happy enough with an ATM start. This fight gives more gold on average than the wolf fight now, because these sell for 2. Assuming the drop rate is flat, just 33% on everything, which might not be true, but... I'd probably rather get this lighter than the Fang as well. Just a better fight anyway.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win.
Okay.
But not against me.
There's the second XP. And we take a shop to fill the board. Yeah, I swear, it's XP, XP fins every single time.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you? I used to offer a free ride home, but people thought it was weird. If it's not right for you, bring it back. I want you to be happy.
Yeah, not necessarily in that order, but it seems like no matter what, if you want to go like XP XP shop, you can go XP XP shop, or like XP shop fins. I wonder if that's just a consequence of removing the silver item shop. That's the only thing that removed from the day 1 pool, right? Do I want these weights? I don't think I do. It could be sell briefcase for dog.
I can already see all the treasures out here.
Sets me
There
up
are
for a
braver
yo-yo.
trainers than me. I'm just getting you ready for them.
My people believe.
Just look at monster loot day 1. I don't think so, no.
We're out
You can
to
get
see
curio.
the
You
king,
can't get the
not to
farm.
squabble with nobody.
Silly opponent. They forgot to level.
Next time, boys, less blunder, more plunder.
Wait, maybe they did level. They had a skill. Wait, they had 250 life though, right? Hold up. Yeah. So they took skill over XP. I guess that's somewhat justifiable. Worse on day 1, probably better. Maybe better long term. Wait, this upgrades your bushel? Wait a second. Oh my god. Okay.
That's quality.
It is harder to go infinite with bushel than it is the small items, though, right? Not that that's a very high bar, but it's not like you get a bushel and there's an easy thing to be upgrading to go infinite with alongside of it. There's like model ship and then large items. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say an enchantment makes it easy. Also, fort isn't that easy.
You are, guy.
I'll take good XP over small item shop. It's really silly to me that Bushel gets the shielded enchant and goes infinite with itself. And I think I still would want to put shielded on Yo-Yo instead.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe too nice. More is more, I always say.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
So what, I spend 4 gold, it sells for 2 more, and I get 2 more gold in the coins? Does this upgrade just break even? Pepper spray proboscis.
I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase. Happy to make a sale.
Don't think I'm playing this,
Say
but
goodbye.
if it's break even, might as well.
Yeah, if that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
Reward the peaceful, punish the warful. Your aura guided me to what you needed. I can feel our energies resonating.
I don't know that I want to buy this at bronze. I just bought a marbles at bronze. So the upgrades are already going to be taxed there. I'm going to take this for the econ.
Friend, but I'm glad you bought this.
Maybe bronze odds are still high enough for the next couple days. But you should take it just so that if you see a bronze version, you get to upgrade it that way. I'm not sure. When you use an adjacent item, charge this. I definitely want it on the bushel. Yeah, bushel proboscis, sure.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
They do have 2 small items. They are slowable. You want pepper spray fixer in play? Over what? Like, fixer is the same speed as ATM. Pretty sure the longbow's enough damage that I'm supposed to play it for at least this fight. It's so easy. Don't let anyone tell you this game's not easy. My board still doesn't really do anything, but that's okay.
More fights, sooner champion.
Oh, I think Bazaar can be a competitive game somehow. I know the devs want there to be a way to play it competitively. Right now, the game doesn't really support it, but hopefully at some point we get lobbies like they did with what's it called? Super auto pets. But it's kind of hard to have anything competitive with purely async matchmaking. No way to queue up with other players.
I can already see all the treasures I'll put here.
I've studied for this.
These are a bit weird PvE encounters. Having to wait for the stall build to fight two of these could be a pain. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta sync all the players up at the end of the day. You could have, like, a timer for the entire day, and then going into each player fight, sync everyone up.
I flunked again.
You would probably remove things like the target dummy fight from the mode. Like a league? I mean, you could do it that way, but I don't think that's a very satisfying way to play competitively. You could do that now if you wanted to, but... Oh, this should not be there. Could target dummy temporarily people stack overflowing it? No, I think they cut it because of the delay at the start of fight. It was just a little messy. They said they wanted to do optimization stuff.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge? Hmm?
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
What?
Bring her about! I've got another salvo in me.
This is the big problem. Most builds, the gang target dummy inevitably stack overflow. There's no stack overflow. There's integer overflows, but I don't think that's a problem. It's not like it breaks the game. But your weapon became useless immediately? No, I don't think there's any side effects to it. It's just the fight ends when you go over the integer limit.
More is more, I always say.
Oh, sure. I can help you, but you have to trust me.
Come on, game. We can do better than this. Oh god, we really couldn't do better than this. Yeah, like Spice's sniper rifle could do it.
We made progress today. I'm proud of you.
Getting it with new sand, though. You just need a good CDR. Just depends how much CDR you have. Like, even Crane had trouble doing it without a lot of CDR. I am scared. What's their retiree skill? When you heal, your shield items gain 1 shield. Yeah, there's a bunch of ways to stall out the sandstorm. We're talking about hitting the int cap and killing it that way. Like, it's harder to live in sandstorm than it used to be, but there's still a bunch of ways to do that. Oh. Wait, is it not upgrading? No, it is. Just wasn't showing the animation. Weird. The sandstorm changed. They made sandstorm go like 10 times faster.
And this is why I need to get rich.
The Bazaar is a rabid beast. Be its master.
Didn't want CDR on Crane before. I don't know, I've always wanted CDR on Crane. Because usually you're not killing them first hit, you're just trying to kill them second hit. And having some insurance plan when you don't even kill them second hit. I'd rather get my third hit sooner.
Time is money, friend.
Let's get Bushel Fort Crane this game. Maybe. I do not have 25 gold. Wrong one. Not a Cinders.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
You do 11k damage. I mean, it depends where your opponent's CC effects end up going. The problem is if you don't have CDR, it's such a disaster if you don't kill them on the first cooldown. Whereas if you have CDR, depending on how much CDR, of course, but...
You've got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
Normally I was playing Crane on, like, Vanessa, where I could silencer it. Obviously not silencer next to the Crane, but silencer somewhere on the board, just to give it, like, 30% CDR. I think duct tape's an item? It's another slow for Proboscis. It's another shield for Bushel. Oh, I hate Jesus. Yeah, I try. It took obviously takes a little while to catch up with the patch, but I try to have roughly a 24-hour turnaround time.
Come to lay gold at my altar.
Your go-to sleep schedule. Well, glad you're enjoying the content. Okay. So we've got a decision here. We could upgrade... It's one of these 4 items. I don't think it's ever the Proboscis. It's probably either Matchbox or Yo-Yo. Because we have sharp corners... lunchbox go for lemonade? Sure. Sure. Like, we're probably gonna get both to diamonds, but... I guess having Yo-Yo with silver gives me more of a reason to go to weapon shops. It's too early to find fort. Oh, wait, but this could be the lemonade stand. Right, right.
People here look so vulnerable.
It's not, but could have been. Could have been.
People say my armor's the best, but
Maybe supposed to replace ATM. Probably supposed to replace ATM. Maybe I get curios. Extra burn. Like soft meta build. Look, man, I don't know what you want me to do.
My people believe in peace. Boring!
They're probably better. Oh. Oh, right, Landscraper sucks now. I keep forgetting. Their board is actually not functional. Even a diamond still 3 triggers? Yeah. Fort is 2, though.
master craftsman. Me?
Oh my god.
Try my best.
Yep. Still get a good meme. Is this a good meme? Ooh. Can sell the pawn shop whenever. It only costs 2 to roll this, so if we don't see anything, I don't need to sell anything. You can take the Figgles for the pawn shop, but I don't think we're keeping around the pawn shop for very long. I believe, I guess. I'm pretty sure our board's insane.
An endless fire.
Where do you see the Mimic fight? I haven't seen it yet. Oh. Fight a monster, random encounter. Oh, well, a rare chance at opening a chest would make sense to you. Okay, skills. Pig, gold. Pretty sure we did this check before, and it's unless you get building crescendo. Coolant leak. Invigorating cold might be good. Industrialists.
Brewers don't take lunch breaks.
You could drop the proboscis, play quality over quantity. We don't really care about tall buildings. Weapon skills make sense. What are the weapon skills? Arms dealer, big guns, plus damage based on their value. Damage equal to gold. This also has quality over quantity. Could upgrade sharp corners. I think I'd rather go to gold skills.
I do not teach. I help you
Ew.
discover for yourself.
Okay, come on, we can do better. We could not. We could not. Maybe this does something.
All wisdom has power, but not
Maybe we get a
all
coolant leak later.
has wisdom.
Who enters my web?
Yeah, no, I'm not rolling this.
Go
Hey,
then.
Phoenix Dark, thanks for the sub. Much appreciated. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabalians. You do see these tusks, right?
Uh-oh. I don't know what I was worried about.
That was impressive.
I don't know what I was worried about. That would have been a pretty scary day 6 board. Like, last patch.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it. Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
How am I liking the new patch? I'm glad that we got a new patch. I'm not a huge fan of the overall direction of the patch. We've gone over it a bunch. Like, I feel like the stream has been more negative than I would like it to be, but, like, I'm happy to be playing on a new patch. But people keep asking what my opinions of the patch are, and it's like, kind of weird that 2/3 of the characters are just trying to assemble an infinite every game. And those 2 characters aren't dually. We had his infinite time. Yeah. Not a huge fan of how important fishing for upgrades is. Feels like a pretty miserable play pattern. Do we want to go here? Is XP just better? Just get me closer to the fort upgrade. I mean, poison armor is you kill your opponent. Poison kills so slow. Just kill them.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
Poison has has no in-between, it either wrecks you or does nothing. That's... I mean, that's damage in general, right? Either damage kills you, or it wasn't enough damage and it does nothing. Should developers focus their attention? That is a very vague question. Priority number 1 probably should be just, like, fixing the game feel from the new animations. There's some stuff that... Some of the animations could be going concurrently rather than consecutively. It seems like there's some delays that just don't need to be there. Things like when you open your stash and then close your stash, there's, like, nothing there for a bit. Like, you should probably be able to see this again instantly when you close your stash. Like, little things like that are really important for game feel. As far as balance goes, I don't know if I would want to roll back all of the charge changes, but at least make it so that things aren't improving their charge as you upgrade them. I think it gets a little silly when, especially with things like yo-yo and marbles, they're just full charging every time an adjacent is used. I do also think the design philosophy of completely avoiding things that are purely trigger effects is probably a little misguided. While there might have been too much of it before, I don't think you need to remove the triggers from every single item.
Waiting?
Like, generally, I think Charge has an easier time building these crazy combo boards than the on-activation triggers did.
I got everything you need. Just a matter of finding it.
Fire damage is armor counters it. I mean, armor soaks it. It doesn't really counter it. Like, you could sort of think of armor as making it so that the fire damage does as much damage as poison does for the amount. Because burn deals damage twice as quickly as poison. It's also probably easier to apply a lot of burn than it is to apply a lot of poison most of the time.
That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
The idea they should give regen a bit of strength. I mean, there's going to be a regen hero eventually. I don't think it's that important that they
Well, you're
make
doing
regen
your
good now.
part to clean up the bazaar.
It has its periods where it's relevant. Like in the early game, regen is big. A big rework like that kind of forces them to reevaluate everything that gives regen right now. I think it is okay for it to mostly just be an early game mechanic outside of the heroes that want to make use of it.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything. Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home.
Seeing which stats are upgrades when items are upgraded through level up. Yeah. I'm sure they want to eventually have that in the game. It just hasn't been a priority. Right now you can use Bazaar to get that information, but I could see how that's kind of annoying. To, like, need to use a third-party tool. Let's reroll this.
I am bound to your bidding.
Lord Arkin made
The most common of all. Every fool's favorite.
How do you build eels? I don't know. There's probably a bunch of ways to do it. Buy an eels, stack damage on it. Probably a bunch of things you can play around it. You can also scale a GT with it, potentially. Did not get shield. I can go heal on Yo-Yo. I don't really want a Radiant. Hey, to Jesus, thanks for the sub. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wait, you've seen opponents with Necrobook? I think I have seen Necrobook on one board the entire time I've been playing. fort upgrades. Yeah, it doesn't get anything crazy here. Yeah, I still wanna... I would rather shield the yo-yo than heal the yo-yo when we've got sharp corners. Whatever.
My people believe in peace.
Yeah, Moth to the Flame can go crazy.
Boring!
Yeah, I lost a Lich earlier tonight on the dually game earlier. I thought we were beating it. I was wrong. I don't think that's a board. It looks cool, but it doesn't look like a board. Definitely looks cool, though. You're not running 7 charge items? I mean, Vanessa only needs 1 charge item. Proboscis is all you need. They just didn't really have the synergy for it. Let's go fishing! Oh no, we missed. Who could have predicted? Okay, how about pig skills? It's getting stats over time. Sharp corners. Whenever I shield, my weapons gain damage. Okay, pig skills are heinous. God, there's so many of these. What the f... Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't deselect the other characters. Hold up, hold up. Wow, these are still heinous. Wait, these are worse. Is reinforced steel... Oh, renovation would be good. Renovation, reinforced steel.
That money
End of
is
list.
not gonna earn itself. Let's go.
And there's 22 in the pool.
The people of Jabalia could learn much from this place. I know I have.
Prime real estate's fine. I'm not gonna roll over prime real estate. Did they nerf this?
This isn't mid-school, you know. I'm not teaching grammar.
Just for the antifreeze.
Visitor. How delicious. You got me, stem and all.
You can't get bushel. It's silver from that fight.
My food is gonna make you unstoppable.
Why did they change the XP icon? You're asking the wrong person? Because I have not even noticed that they changed the XP icon.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabalians.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Augmented weaponry. Oh.
Defeat does not defeat me.
I mean, it's a diamond turtle shell. I guess that's maybe something you're supposed to be scared of. It wasn't a board into fort. I don't know if it was a board without fort. You said the letters XP in it? If it did, I wasn't aware. Or 1 win day 8. Yeah, I mean, that kind of happens with those boards. They're like kind of shit until you hit your diamond upgrade. It's not like this board where even when you're not going infinite, your items are still going really fast. Before that board is infinite, it is not doing anything. We're already getting crit on these. Let's get some crit on the matchbox. I get this again.
Not all Jabalians are pacifists.
Whee! No tools that I care about. I need to be careful about not sinking too much into this, because I need to have space for the spare change.
Size dilutes the brain. Mind is highly...
Marbles! Oh. Have I already sunk too much value into it? Okay. So complaint on this game is how some PvE fights are auto wins. I don't know, even like early on, sure. I don't know. A lot of the PvE fights is just evaluating which one you want to take, not because which one is more difficult, but which one gives you the better rewards. Like, it's probably more interesting if your choice is between 3 things that you can take, rather than one option that feels like the only one that you can take. Pretty easy pick for min-max gold XP. I would have skipped that last patch on almost every build to go for the feather, or the skill from the bird. It's just this build doesn't care that much about CDR. And at the time, it wasn't critting.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
I may be young.
A lot of the time, the choice is between getting good drops and getting more XP. Usually the easier fights have better drops. Usually.
Bring her about! I've got another salvo in me.
Now this is health food. Literally.
Everyone here is huge. It's terrifying.
Closer to Lich in terms of difficulty? No, Lich is way too overtuned. Because Because the way it plays out, because of how important the XP curve is, you never want to click on a fight that you're not going to be winning like 90+% of the time. If fights were as hard as Lich, you would just never consider taking the hard fight. Where the more fights that you have to balance the decision between to decide which fight is going to yield the best results, I think is more interesting. Like, it should be a choice rather than a force.
Hugelings do everything slow. Midsworth says I'm bad at this, but I just want the huge things.
Like, this is often a choice, too. Like, do you just want to get 4 reliable XP, or do you want to try to get Juggler, which is an absurd high roll for some builds? Or the reload skill, which can be an absurd high roll for some builds. Some builds care about, like, Rainbow Potion. This fight generally gives the worst rewards. You can get Lamp, but that's like a few hundred HP. But it's, do you want to try to get some crazy skill or some crazy item that'll make your board a lot better, or do you just want to take the reliable XP?
I've been watching your progress. At last.
Yeah, and good gold. Just gonna take this and try to end the game.
But there is so much more.
Going to go here for the customer card.
Let's fix you up.
Oh, sure. I will also buy the bushel. It seems fine. Every fight has its merits. Yeah. Sorta, to an extent. Sometimes the merits are just, it is an easy fight if you don't think that you can beat the fights that have good rewards. Different boards are going to be good into different PvE encounters. Like, it's not like it's never a consideration that you can only beat 1 or 2 of the boards. Have we done this before? You conceded a ranked run. I'm sorry. This patch is pretty tilting, I get it. Hello, Dooley.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge?
Coolant leak? Turbo Armored Core. Good try, Dooley. But I have built the fortress. The bronze LEDs on day 10. Ugh. So sad.
Like a diamond. Flawless.
Yeah. If you don't get Proboscis early, you probably have to do something else. Like, if you don't have Proboscis by day 3, it's probably time to start reevaluating. Because especially if you're getting it from Curio, being able to upgrade it with that first level up reward is so important. A bronze Proboscis doesn't do anything. A silver one is like 4 times better.